Hey everybody, it's anulyph, also known as CJ here, and I haven't made a video in quite some time. I don't know, I guess I've just been struggling with things to talk about, but yesterday confirmed for me that for the past couple months I have just been suffering from exhaustion. I've been very tired. Falling asleep at the drop of a hat, just not feeling motivated as I have been. And even though, I did a 5K and I've been running and I have been doing stuff at home, it hasn't been to the extent that I normally have done. And as many of you know, I'm in maintenance and I have been trying to figure out, do I have to still work at the same intensity that I have been working in order to maintain my weight, figuring out foods and the like. And yesterday confirmed for me that I have been struggling with overtraining. And I looked up articles on what overtraining is, and basically you work out with an intensity to the point where you exhaust yourself and you become very tired, unmotivated. Sometimes it can lead to injury. And thank God I haven't sustained an injury, but I really have suffered from the exhaustion point. And yesterday I had planned to go to the gym. I had my clothes together and I had it all mapped out. But I tell you, as soon as I sat in my car, I sabotaged myself from the moment I got my daughter from school until the moment I went to bed. And I realized that that was not the norm for me. And I had to do some research and some soul searching. And I realized that I have not been at the gym the way I used to. I had just been running on my own and doing things at home. And that really isn't the life that I have created for myself. So it's like, what is going on? Why am I so tired? Do I need to go to the doctor? I've been taking all of my vitamins and I just can't seem to beat this fatigue. And so, I have spoken about balance and, having everything fit in a way that is sustainable. And that is something that I've struggled with my entire journey. And I see people, doing their 2 workouts a day. And, I see people that work out, despite physical pain, physical sickness. And, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. And I'm not saying that, we all know that everybody has to go according to their journey. And we all know that everybody has to make decisions that are best for themselves. But there are just some, I think, fundamental things that we can lose sight of on this journey because we never, ever want to go back. And, have I gained some weight? Yeah, I have. Have I, sometimes I feel like my body is not at the level that it was. And, sometimes, like I ran one day and I noticed that I was much slower than I was. And, those are all things that concern me, but they are not things that overtake me or make me feel like I'm a failure because I am not. I am an emotional eater that had gastric bypass, that lost over 160 pounds, that is, in the fight every day of her life. And that's just how it is. And that's how I look at it. And, I use my life as lessons. I use things that don't work as lessons, and I try to share that with others, so that hopefully they don't have to go through the hard parts that others go through, or personally that I go through. If I can save somebody from doing that, then hey. And if not, hey, we all choose to sift through, these videos and these, things that people say. We take it or leave it. But, I hope no one is offended or takes anything that I say personally, because it's all coming from a very caring and supportive place. I just am one that, if someone tells me something that can benefit me in the long run, because that's what I want, the long run. I don't want what is going to help me that day, because I got to get through the next day if I'm here, So I have made, poor choices in food. I have had a lot of stress in my life here lately, with sick parents and, personal issues and relationships. And, I'm an emotional eater. And unfortunately for emotional eaters, it's based off of emotion. So it's not just when you're down, it's when you're up too. So, those are things that I, have really had to hone in on and to look at and to pay attention to. And that's what I'm going to have to do for the rest of my life. I don't think that I'm disrespecting my tool. I think that I am just living as a formerly morbidly obese person that has mental issues with food. And that's how I look at it. And I'm not comparing myself to anyone. I'm not going to fall in that trap. And, for those that know me, you know that I get very quiet when I'm in my reflection and figure out mode, but I'm not gone. I don't want to be one of those WLS persons that, that's going through a situation, a challenge, a struggle, an obstacle, and just fall off the face of the earth. I just don't want to be one of those persons, because I'm here and I'm in this with you all. But I'm not perfect. None of us are. And I'm going to have my ups and my downs. So I'm going to truly address this overtraining issue, because another thing that helped me to see that it was, kind of overtraining is because when I do work out, I feel so fantastic. I'm focused and I meet whatever my goal is for that workout, but the motivation to get up and go has truly decreased. So I got to jump back in there, get back to what I have been doing in motivating others and motivate myself, ask for help and, just do the key things that you have to do to, get yourself back on track. So I'm here, guys. I'm doing great. I still feel good. I'm still in this, but it's just one of those things that's part of the journey. I don't feel depressed. I don't feel that I've let myself down. I'm in this battle. And a battle, you have your wins, you have your losses, you have your defeats, you have your victories, you have your ups, you have your downs. Sometimes you have to, re-strategize. Sometimes you have to reorganize. Sometimes you have to, do something new. Sometimes you have to do the same thing. Sometimes you can deviate from the same a little bit too much and trip yourself up. So I just wanted to, make a video because I do realize it has been a while, and I haven't left you guys. I've been on Facebook, so if you want to get connected to me on Facebook, send me a message, because I think I have to change my settings in order for you to find me. But my Facebook name is Carolyn Snapback Jones. So that's about it. And like I said, I'm here to stay, guys. I'm not going nowhere, and I'm never going back. And I think that, even if we do have weight gain, and my weight gain is not significant. I think I'm like 6 pounds over, where my lowest weight was. So, I'm not freaking out, but it concerns me, and it's something that I don't want to keep going that direction. But I haven't worked out like like I'm supposed to. Some days I don't get my water in, and some days I don't get my protein in. So it's many things that add up to that bigger picture. But yeah, I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still smiling. And just know that you're just going to come to a road. I know where I live, all the side streets have speed bumps. And, sometimes you have to slow down to get over that bump, in order to get to the intersection of the road where, you can go a little faster. So, yeah. So, I will be at the gym tonight and, doing my sprints. And, I think I'm going to call my trainer and ask her to help me with a schedule, because that's something else that I lack in, scheduling. I'm a fly by the seat of the pants girl, 100%. And I need to schedule. I need to know on Mondays, this is what I'm going to do. On Wednesdays, this is what I'm going to do. And so, yeah, so that's where things stand with me. And I thank you all for, your support. And, for those of you that have been like, where you been, where you at? It seems like I haven't seen you in a while. I appreciate you all so much. Because someone yesterday was like, maybe it's because you haven't made a video in a while. And I didn't even think about it because I've just been so preoccupied. My job, there are a lot of things that are going on that are not necessarily bad, but as an emotional eater, when any change or shift occurs, that, is a tricky thing with emotion. So, I'm still here. I'm still standing. And that's about it. So I'm not going to ramble on, but thanks again, guys, and I appreciate your comments, your subscriptions, and, feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to ask me to support you. I will be more than happy to do so. So I'm going to try to be more regular with the videos and, just to share, parts of my journey that may be able to help someone else. So talk to you soon.